Start by getting yourself an old hardcover book. Then you just want to draw a spider web in the lower left-hand corner. You don't have to be real neat with this because you're just going to cover it up anyway. So then take some puffy paint and neatly trace over the spiderweb lines that you drew with the pen. Then flip it on its side and decorate the spine. Usually just some kind of line, maybe a few dots, just to give the spine some dimension. And get yourself a few scrap pieces of craft foam. You just want to make a rectangle on the top front of the book, and then take some cardboard letters and write whatever you want across there. And then just glue a little plastic spider onto your spider web. So then get yourself some tissue paper, and the more crinkled it is, the better. You're just going to put it on your book and coat it with some watered down glue. 2 parts glue to 1 part water is usually a good mix. And again, you want to make sure that there's enough wrinkles in your tissue paper, because that's what's going to make it look like leather. When you get to the front, you're just going to put the tissue paper on, and you're going to make sure that it's squished into all the places around the rectangle and the letters, because you want to be able to see that dimension through the tissue paper. So just keep coating it with the watered down glue. You'll want to cover the entire book with the tissue paper and the watered down glue. And then you'll just leave it to dry. So once it's dry, you're just going to cut off the excess around the edges, and then fold any leftover around the top of the book. And on the inside, just take some tape and tape down the very edge that's still hanging on from the tissue paper. And that way you won't see it on the outside. And then take some brown paint and paint over the entire thing of dried tissue paper. You'll do that to the front as well. And then take a little bit darker brown paint, and you're just going to paint the raised edges of all the wrinkles in the tissue paper. And this will give it that leather look. So here you can see it's starting to look like leather. Then you'll take some gold paint and paint all the raised edges on the front. So you'll be painting the rectangle and the letters and the spider web and the spider. Give it kind of that magical look. And again, you just paint the raised edge. Don't go all the way down, just paint the very top. Do the same thing to the spine as well, since that's a raised edge. So then just get yourself some book corners. You can find these in the scrapbooking sections in craft stores. And you'll put them on each corner of the book. And then get yourself some keyholes and hot glue it onto the opening side. And so then here is the completed spellbook.